Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely gone quieter case, but I put that down to it being holiday season. I think a lot of people, it's just too hot for them to be in a headset. They still come on the weekends, but they're just not on as much as they were. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Books, man. I've started actually. Yeah, this is a weird one. So the Lotus is a fabricated piece of mythology. So she's not real. It's one of the sort of slogans is that the White Lotus is not real. Well, that's the thing. So the Lotus covers all mythologies. So I'm basically hitting all of them at some point. But I've got to pace myself. I've got to spread it out. I can't do it all at once. But yeah, Norse is in the plans. I've got sort of Hindu as well that I would like to do. There's a whole load of them. Joe? Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some weird sort of dimensional stuff as well, so I've got a few things in the works for that, but 2 seconds, I'm just gonna say hello to Berry Berry Nice, actually in a wave to him. I'm basically streaming an image of me, also my voice, so you can't be heard on the stream, because I thought about how I was gonna do the streams quite extensively, and I think the way that people have gone wrong. And what I do is I allow it to hear only me. So I'm not accidentally, one, broadcasting copyrighted music. That's obviously going to get me taken off every platform. Two, private conversations. Other people's conversations are not for broadcast. So I've got to respect that. And I don't want to do that to people because I'll become very unpopular if I do that. Free stream snipers. So obviously, there's the you absolutely can. There's a lot of kids that sort of come in and they like to shout certain words. I don't need to say what they are. And of course, if those go out on stream as a broadcaster, that's my responsibility. So I need to mitigate against that. Got it. Absolutely. And they're going to come in and shout sort of. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Sergeant Tin Man, is that noise I'm hearing someone talking to you or are you having a stroke? I'm going to go find there a sec because I'm not sure. Sorry, I've got someone, Sergeant Tin Man on TikTok is talking to me. I'm just going to check a sec because... Oh, do you mean the garbles? It sounds like a turkey gobbling. Is that the one? You're not having a stroke. No, that's a new feature, unfortunately, of Horizons where they've changed the audio of people that aren't me now on these streams to be it's like a garble noise. It sounds a bit like Simlish, if you remember from The Sims. So basically that's for people's privacy, so you can't hear what they're saying. I can enable the stream so you can hear other people, but I don't by policy because it's too much of a risk. I will be doing some joint ones in future where I will allow people to be heard in closed instances only. There's too many... I'm going to be honest, there's too many trolls on Horizons, and there's too much risk of someone coming in and saying something that could get me taken off the platform. So that's not going to happen, because they do come in, they'll come in and run at it. Hello, and we call that stream sniping. There's Tom. Oh, Tom is on mobile. Coming in, Tom. So Tom has just joined us. Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Just doing a little lunchtime stream for the next sort of, 13 minutes. 13, no, 7 minutes. Bloody hell. So, yeah, Tom has joined us. We've got Case here as well. Yeah, same. really good. So, Case, have you met Tom? So Tommy's a way better builder than me. Also another fellow Brit, but this guy's an absolute dynamo. He's also he does one thing that I can't, and that's work in a team. That's too much of a fucking lone wolf, I swear. Yeah. Right. I'm not the best, mate. No. Tommy's absolutely the best. This guy is shining. He's doing all kinds of crazy shit that I'm not, and I'm just lazy. I suit myself when I want. Hey, very nice. Very nice says, I am not a troll, I'm a Jenny roll. I don't even know what a Jenny roll is. It sounds like a jam roll. Oh, yeah, okay. They're going to pop up under the water then. That was funny. No, Sergeant Tin Man, you're not about to die, don't worry. Don't worry, it is just garble chat. It's just garble chat. Yeah, it's, to be honest, we used to be able to do it so we could tin the thing you're looking through so it just couldn't hear people, but Meta simplified that now, and unfortunately there's no way to turn off garble chat for you, so I don't know if it's a better situation. At least I suppose you're aware that people are talking, whereas before it would have just have been silence and me, so at least it kind of reassures you I'm not insane and I'm talking to myself. I do get accused of this a lot actually as I walk around Central. Yeah, absolutely. Kay's is talking. That's true. That is true. That could get overwhelming when you had about 5 people gathering around you. Just that's so funny. Yeah. Good. Hey or hey. Oh, hang on. Just goes to Reeves. I've been rejigging my overlays. You've probably noticed they've got a new fancy animation down the bottom right. You add more to that slideshow. It's just quite a nice thing to sort of look at. But yeah, I've been redoing the layout. So, and plus on top of that, as I've been figuring out OBS, I've just been adding layer after layer after layer, which has been loading sort of like videos and stuff, and they've just been running in the background, and that chews up horsepower, which is not good because the PC runs hot, and of course I'm streaming to sometimes 4 different platforms simultaneously, and that in itself is a bit of an ask. So yeah, it's a nice little laptop, but I don't want to overload it. Just blow up. It's been a good experiment so far. How are you guys all anyway? You right? Yeah. Well, something. Yeah, from my own corner case and something like that, because I've been looking at sort of streaming now for the last 3 weeks. I did start building New Olympus, the one you mentioned earlier. I built that in Banter. It's far from done. The structure's there. You can walk around it, but some of the areas are inaccessible because I never quite got as far as sort of doing teleports like I'm doing here, so you jump to different areas. And of course, doing a room of portals as well. That's a bit of a challenge on a platform I haven't spent much time on so far, but I really love Banter. I love everything Banter stands for. But again, streaming and also existing in here and talking to people and building and on top of building in Banter, it's a stretch. That's like getting me to do too many things all at once. I need to maybe partition my time a bit more wisely, so I'm cutting down the amount of streaming I'm doing now. I think at first I was leaving the camera run for 7 hours. I realised that's 7 hours of footage that just isn't interesting. So maybe I can just shorten it down. Yeah, I see. Maybe I could do like an hour build every day, just freeform, not structured. Just go in and just decide on the spot. Right, today we're going to build this, or you're going to watch me build this, but maybe I'm not going to show you all that I'm doing because I want to keep it a mystery. But I just want to talk to you the process of building to get people's heads firing. So I think there's a lot of tutorials out there that parrot fashion it. You can go in and copy the code, and that's great. Don't be wrong. I'm not about that though. I would rather get people to start thinking for themselves and just. They can hear me making mistakes. They can see me going through the process, trying different things. And if they stick with it, in that hour, they could come out thinking very differently about the way they approach things. And I like that. Yeah, they yeah, to be honest, it doesn't upset me that the limited build tools in Horizons they are what they are. They're good. We're making the most of them. But there are other platforms that allow us greater freedoms. Things like Banter, for example. One thing I didn't mention actually was that Olympus over in Banter. You go in and the main hall is a gigantic curved cinema screen. And you can go in there and you can just play YouTube videos on it or screencast to it, whatever you want. So you can take a party of people over there and sit in Banter and just stream something from your laptop, like a game, like a Jackbox party pack. So people can just do a quiz in there. And these are things that you cannot do in Horizons because obviously, I say it until I'm blue in the face, we're not allowed to do that sort of thing in Horizons. So the great thing about platforms like Banter is all these things that we can do and that are technically possible, we can just do in Banter. And by the time World Horizons is making up their mind whether or not they're going to allow us to what they're going to allow us to do with the platform. But it's amazing going over there just on late on one night and watching silly YouTube streams just to sort of have something else to do and give our mouths the rest for a second, because we spend so much time talking, and I think it's given us all attention deficit disorders because we're so used to that constant stimulation now. We don't know how to relax or sleep in some cases. I'm okay. My sleeping patterns are mostly sorted now, mostly-ish. They're better than they were. But just be able to take your friends and go off. You know, bear in mind, Banter, you can have up to 100 people sitting in a single room. Now, I don't know why you'd want 100 people in there. That would be crazy. But you could all be sitting in there just watching a big TV screen together. And that's cool, right? Because you look at like big screen, and that only goes up to 15, which means you're going to leave some people out. And the avatars in big screen are not good either. They're horrible to look at. They're kind of weird. But the avatars in Banter, they use by stock the Ready Player Me avatars, which, don't get me wrong, they're not the worst looking avatars, but they're not the best either. And there are some foibles there where they turn into 2D planes when you get too far away. Yeah, but the important thing with it is that it is technically possible if you have the skills and you put in the learning, right, to go off and create whatever avatar you want. I've seen, in fact, I'm not going to say it on the stream, Barry, but I've got to think of a really encoded way of saying this. I've seen a Horizon Worlds avatar in Banter. Now, they're not officially supported, and I probably shouldn't, talk about that, but you can make or take whatever 3D model you want in theory, and if you can rig it up in a 3D package and import it into Ready Player Me, but you've got that model in there. It's whatever model you want. You could be technically a Barney the dinosaur if you want. You'd be anything you want. A floating ball. Banter is both on the PC, available through Steam. Not sure if it's available through the MetaQuest store on the PC, but it's definitely available through AppLab on the headset, so you can run it natively. That is a thing. But yeah, no, it's the graphics are really good over in Banter. But again, it's down to, as with a lot of things, how good are the creators over there? And there's some incredible creators. So yes, there's some incredible looking worlds. They're not all incredible. It's a bit like VR chat, right? Some worlds look like they were made by someone who isn't familiar with the tools. I'm trying to find a kind way of saying that. But then there are some people who are like actual 3D designers who know what they're doing, and they come in and they're like, bang, amazing. There's some amazing stuff going on over there. No, I have a lot of love for Banter. Right then, guys. Yeah, Banter's crazy good. The one thing I would say is, if you go into Banter, go and ask like one of the staff there if they'd mind just recommending some worlds for you, like some really pretty worlds. There's even a scan of a 3D cave in there, which is just unstoppable. It's quite small, but oh my god, it's like from this probably Sprayer. Hi, Sprayer. I gotta go back to work, buddy, but we'll catch up later, right? Are you muted or just not talking? Oh, fair. Okay. Right, Gaze, I will see you later, mate. Good to catch up. It's been a while. Sprayer, it's been all of 12 hours. I'll speak to you later. I only have had to work. Okay, stream over.